The notion that the cheaper your pleasure, the richer you will be, is a profound insight that echoes across centuries of wisdom, from the Stoics of ancient Greece to the Zen monks of Japan. At its core, this idea challenges the modern illusion that wealth is measured in material accumulation. Instead, it suggests that true richness arises from the ability to derive deep satisfaction from simple, accessible joys, those that cost little or nothing at all. The samurai, despite their warrior status, often embraced minimalism, understanding that an uncluttered life led to an unburdened mind. Similarly, ancient philosophers like Epicurus taught that the greatest pleasures, friendship, contemplation, a walk in nature, are free. When we shift our pleasures away from expensive distractions and toward the elemental, we cultivate a wealth that cannot be depleted by external circumstances. In a world obsessed with consumerism, the pursuit of costly pleasures creates a paradox. The more we spend, the poorer we become, not just financially, but spiritually. Every luxury we chase demands more resources, more labor, and more mental bandwidth, trapping us in cycles of desire and dissatisfaction. The samurai, trained in the art of mushin, no mind, knew that attachment to material comforts weakened resolve and clouded judgment. Meanwhile, the ancient cynics, like Diogenes, lived in barrels and drank from rivers to prove that freedom lay in needing nothing. When we learn to take pleasure in the warmth of sunlight, the taste of water, or the sound of wind through trees, we break free from the endless hunger for more. Our riches multiply because we no longer measure them in coins, but in moments of undisturbed contentment. The deeper wisdom here is that cheap pleasures are often the most enduring because they are rooted in the essence of life itself. A gourmet meal is fleeting, but the joy of breaking bread with loved ones is timeless. A designer watch may impress strangers, but the quiet satisfaction of waking early to watch the sunrise nourishes the soul. The Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection and transience, teaches us that richness is found in the cracks, the weathered, and the unadorned. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." When we train ourselves to cherish the humble and the ordinary, we discover that we already possess everything we need. There is also a liberating power in this philosophy. When our pleasures are inexpensive, we are no longer slaves to money, status, or societal validation. The samurai, even in times of peace, lived with the discipline of frugality, knowing that dependence on luxury made them soft. The ancient Taoists spoke of wu-wei, effortless action, achieved only when one is free from artificial desires. A person who finds joy in reading a library book, tending a small garden, or sitting in silence is immune to the manipulations of advertisers and the pressures of consumer culture. Their wealth is self-sustaining because it does not require constant replenishment from external sources. In this way, minimalism is not deprivation, but the ultimate form of abundance. Ultimately, the richness derived from cheap pleasures is not just personal, but transformative. When we stop chasing expensive distractions, we reclaim our time, energy, and attention, the true currencies of a meaningful life. The samurai knew that mastery came from focus, not accumulation. The ancient Greeks believed in eudaimonia, flourishing, which arose from virtue, not possessions. By embracing simplicity, we align ourselves with a deeper truth, that the greatest joys are those that cost nothing but our full presence. In a world that equates spending with living, the real rebellion is to find wealth in the breath, the step, the quiet moment. And in doing so, we become not just richer, but free.